moving on to what minority has done just a few days ago, and yesterday, who said the minority in parliament, whilst they were doing a mid-year budget review, they marched to the Flagstaff house to present a petition to...
They marched to the Jubilee
House to present a petition to the president. Bosuka Krani and the video for
right. Anunti minority caucus, the parliament, led by Honorable Frank Anodompe, former MP.
Madam, on your former
MP
for
Insawoma. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So, and I'm monitoring on that. MP for Insawoma Adweji, the petition being a chief of staff. Na petition nimu in some ana or project basically they did kind pa rerun elections are a course so Ghana has said the 19 I think constituents I think rerun a course but we know of one particular one Ablekuma North violence escalate honum Emma to kwabi a course so Emma yabobo yabo yamame hawakumsi nini nano enunti sa electoral violence number one on the petition that was presented by Honorable Anodompe.
They had the power.
They had the power doesn't mean they have the power.
Remember,
now.
As MPP were there were this election violence started for almost so. Yeah, massa. And what's a bias?
Okay, I'm not sure we are being biased. I think the minority is always a watchdog. Okay. The minority is supposed to act like a watchdog to the ruling government. And until say more times to be so the whole thing is so more time can be because it could probably have been say NDC to had maybe taken an action or they took an action. And exactly.
The international community.
Exactly. So it is very legal and legitimate. Say if something like that is going on, if you are the watchdog of parliament,
before then, there's a video involved.
Okay.
He this particular video.
Okay.
Right.
So you are good now? Yeah, okay. So as I was saying, we have built our democracy to a very admirable point. The Chief of Staff, not to bore you with words. Ghana is seen as a beacon and a fledgling democracy. We think that we have contributed hugely. The two main traditions, the MPP and the NDC, both have contributed hugely to building our democracy to the point where we are. The recently held rerun of 19 polling stations. But a lot of issues. I won't try to unpack them. A lot of issues that certainly needs our attention of all the variables involved in the political field, particularly government, because a lot of responsibility is on your head. You are in total control of the security of the state. So we are here to present the petition basically on two important matters. The violence that occurred at the rerun of our North election, and we are upbeat about subsequent elections to be held in our country. We are also worried about Kalamse, and it was one of your messages that you trumpeted with all the promise. Rightly or wrongly. Now it's getting out of hand. And our respected Chief of Staff, you are an Easterner. If you are traveling between Enyinim and Nkoko, now the Galamsees are coming on the highway. We are told our water bodies are polluted all over. And even farm products, it's been reported that they've discovered heavy metals in foodstuff from the farm. I think in summary, we are here to present this petition and to appeal for your patriotic intervention in these matters. We have confidence in you. We believe you will act. Now, we hear you have 2/3 majority in Parliament. We heard that. But you also need a minority in Parliament to function. Now, if we don't hear anything, and it is business as usual, it is absolute silence, we are not going to hear anything. This is just the beginning of a series of actions we are going to stage in this country. But We won't do anything out of malice to undermine your governance. But as long as the threat of electoral violence keeps rearing its head, and our authorities seem to be at their wit's end, we'll continue to bring these matters into our attention until it is dealt with. So for and on behalf of the entire minority caucus, and by the way, Chief of Staff, our real name is the Mighty Minority. So we present this petition, I present this petition for and on behalf of the entire, respectfully, the entire minority. And we have also attempted, I'm sure the seat of government, you have all the videos of the violence, but we've also, just for the benefit of doubt, recording of footages of the violence that reportedly occurred.
Yeah, Minyaba, so that was exactly what was really going on. So, I had say about we know two teams a mighty minority.
Yeah, mighty minority. That is how it is here no almost describe it. Dabi mighty. Says almost akrana. If there's something we say that big things comes in small packages. And it's almost akrana. Sir.
Big things come in small.
Oh, the obaya maya baboya wa hase. So let's go back to the story. And Honorable Anodompe Patrick say, aside the electoral violence kosono, is there Ghana and I say every democratic state you never stop going to the polls. You never stop going for elections. And unti say ne kakra mumpo ena nkitin we mumpo na chese ye twimponti ba na ye bobo nkofo a ene na chese ne kese mu de dan na beba. And unti very good said they are taking these steps to ensure say that is captured in the petition sene be ya aban no enso de waka police for mpenifo are responsible for security and maintaining law and order no, so there will be enough pressure on them to do accordingly. Aside that no, so one other thing that was captured in the petition is the surge and senya illegal mining so the friend no galamsey no akoye to senya jitre ha pa na eno na honorable Anodompe Patrick say honorable chief of staff mpo yo obi a otetutu kwan edifa eastern region na de kwa Ashanti ekoba enu nti se we hu ana se ohun ye mpo a omudo omedwuma ne se so draw the attention of the president to some of these things na galamsey wo hobada kwa se ano kosoro na it is becoming a very worrying situation enunti omodi eno so eka ho petition nim no na omowie no na omodi videos and recording enso kan for evidence sake say ebia president ni hu ya chief of staff hu ya mpenimfo hu ya oma record the account say omo modern na omo share these two pressing issues. I'm sure say other things they can hold, but when they are very pressing omo the president ma chief of staff. And it is one of the issues koso chese Ghana chese no so eba no Ghana for bebre comment about this particular issue can say na senior wudi kan bisa no electoral violence and cause dada na illegal mining is cause dada na ni na cause dada, but who be here say omo minority na asisi an omo position no, they cannot just sit and be silent. They cannot be like a white elephant and be useless in parliament. And until omo dress sharply ultimately say call ya no omo bo omo hu ye pa na chief of staff and so active, very professional, or receive omo with handshake, with smiles, or tie omo sema omo with members of the media wo nyina to omo to ne bo asie tie nsema omo beka nyina owie na oje particulars a omo submit ye documentations omo de ba ye nyina oje ye me sure say omo kokuko ema omo kwakoye hu adwuma na senior Ghana for nyina ye expect no nyina ebebemo in terms of electoral violence galamsey and any other thing that was probably captured in the petition.
Anyway, so say super or say micro minority whatever.
Omo say omo ye mighty minority. But
Mate. Yeah, tipa yes sanada. So it is for once again, this is the issue at air cost. So uti sewa your life into waiting media comment about. So the main focus of this whole life that dumba formation and kind son air party say